Hey guys, welcome to Newz N Brewz. My name is Reed Clark. To my right, we have Brendan, Phoenix, Samuel,
Frazier.
Frazier.
First fucking episode of the new year, bitches.
Oh yeah,
2019. No celebrity's gonna die. We're gonna have a good year.
Yes. Oh, and to my front, I have Cody Carmen.
And I'm calling it. The Queen's dying this year.
No.
Queen's gonna die.
Betty White needs to go first.
I feel like
one of those old
Betty
biddies.
White will kill the Queen.
One of those fucking old biddies needs to go.
see all the royal corgis that have died apparently, and I'm really thinking that the queen like just feeds on them.
Is it like a corgi blight or is it like
She just like snaps their necks and no, I think they just die of old age, and I don't know. It's because they're incest corgis probably, like the royal family is. So maybe that's the key to living forever.
Well, they had to do a Get Out, and they got Meghan Merkel in it, so they can like get some like wildly different bloodline up in there.
Yeah, it doesn't actually. I've heard that. Well, I like how we're just becoming like entertainment tonight.
It's the Queen. It's kind of like politics.
It's not. They have no power. I mean,
So,
it's kind of cool.
Isn't she like in? Is she in Parliament or?
No, she doesn't do anything. She just hangs out.
She's like
she just
waves.
waves.
From Jersey Shore, basically.
Well, they own a bunch of land, and like they do some charity stuff, and like they're kind of figureheads. But like basically,
I doubt she does any charity.
Basically, they just
she probably can't even move.
No, she. Have you seen her wave? She waves so cute and
She's
slow.
pretty fucking spry.
Speaking of which, I think I mentioned this to y'all, but to the general public, she's in. They have someone posing as her in the new Watson and Sherlock movie.
Yeah, I've heard that was like.
So the movie got straight up 0 on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's got 8% now.
I've like audience score, like actual like
I
critics.
think critic went up, so it's 8% now. Audience
Well,
score is like.
I've
30.
never seen a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes of mine. I've never seen below a 20.
I used to go watch.
No, I've
movies.
seen a 16, but I've never seen a 0.
We've watched below 20 before. We used to go specifically to find those below 20. Like every Nicolas Cage movie we watched is below 20.
Wasn't Nothing But Trouble like?
Oh, Nothing But Trouble is 8%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a 0 is pretty, like,
Yeah.
you know, there's always that one who's like.
But that's right after it came out, though.
There's always that one critic who's like, oh, classic
You didn't
Nick
see-
Cage.
You didn't see
Love
the brilliance of this particular performance.
The symbology.
Yeah.
Because he makes up a word. The symbology.
The wombology.
I think symbology is a word.
Symbology is a word.
It is indeed a
Wouldn't it
word.
be symbolic?
Symbolic is also a word.
I feel like
Symbolism, I think, is also a word.
I know that. So why would there be 3 words that can be used in the same exact like?
Because the English language is broken.
Yeah, English language. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking shit. Thank God we only speak English.
Anyway, top stories tonight:
I ain't speaking no Mexican.
Giant Baby, Soup Kitchen, and Entry, and Zika virus infected crystal meth.
Oh man, really reading that prompt there.
Yeah, I can't understand my own handwriting.
And fuck you, San Diego.
I watched that the other day.
Nice. That's a class. I fucking hate Anchorman too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it has moments.
There's like
Anchorman-
30 minutes of it that it can just be clipped out.
No one wants to hear a goddamn review of Anchorman. Let's just.
Why not? It's very current, up to date. Like,
I think Steve Carell had the best bits in that second one. The first one was just gold.
yeah.
Oh man, that was good.
What are we drinking tonight?
We're drinking. Cody picked up some good swill tonight from the local brewery. We'll call it that.
Local gas station.
We got some Paps.
Straight out of the fucking like hose.
We got some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Which is honestly kind of important because
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Ribbon.
it's important because PBR is like going out, like it's done.
Are they really?
Really?
Yeah, they're fucking going under.
How?
So
But they make such good beer.
yeah, and
Doesn't matter. They make a lot of money off.
you would think they do, but apparently
4th of July's a killing.
they're done. They're fucking done.
So with the
Fucking done,
Why?
son.
They're just like, we're out, bitch, peace, and then they just like they drugged all of the remaining beers. No, I actually don't know why, but I know that they're fucking like.
They're fucking Milwaukee's finest, though.
Are they really from Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
which is also known as the Good Land.
I've also got this
Thank
like
you, Alice.
this clear.
We're not worthy.
This clear like Fireball ripoff, which it's like clear, right? So, but Fireball is
Clean, clear, and under control.
Yeah, Fireball.
There's no way can whiskey be like clear?
Fireball's kind of old. It's like corn whiskey.
That's
like
true.
moonshine.
Corn whiskey.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I don't think this is that. I think it's just
And
bad.
Fireball's also kind of suspect. It kind of just looks like dehydrated piss. It's got
Have
that
not
brownish tint.
have not drinking Fireball since the Buckhead outing a couple years ago.
Reeds off the wagon.
I love Fireball. I had
It was
something
the
tonight.
syrupiest, like nastiest thing I ever had.
I hate how like everyone was just like, "Well, I'm gonna buy you a shot. Can I get a shot of Fireball over here?" It's like,
You don't have to give me a shot.
Buy yourself a shot and go fuck yourself.
Do you guys not? What is the Fireball hate right now?
It's never been a
I love
Like,
it.
There's so many other better liquors that you can buy me a shot of.
I'm a
They're
very
stronger and they go down easier.
Yes, and they're like cheaper, but they're not as cheap. You know
I
what I'm
like-
saying? Like they're not.
Yeah. Okay, you're saying it's like gimmicky.
It's not
clever.
overpriced bullshit. You know, it's like
Okay.
just give me Jim Beam. It's fucking
I like-
cheaper and it's better.
Him beyond.
Yeah.
Okay, if I had to
Hemi Beam,
if I had to choose,
Hemi Bueno.
I'd rather like Johnny Walker or Jack Daniels. But I mean, if I'm just in a weird
See, I'm
mood,
a bourbon guy. I don't want to do whiskey much.
Okay, we're gonna fucking fight over this. Are we actually talking about alcohol for the first
Yes,
time on
yes.
this goddamn podcast?
Here we go, guys. This is where
Holy
this is where it
shit.
starts. This is where Shake and Bake ends.
I can't fucking believe it.
I'm a vodka guy. Let me just straight up.
So yeah,
It's good for it's good for you if you're on a diet.
He reads a vodka and Sprite type of gal.
I
Sprite
actually
Zero.
am. So yeah.
I had a bad like Taco Mac margarita on New Year's Eve, and I don't think I like margaritas.
Well, they're A-class bartenders, you know.
Brandon,
so
how do you normally drink your alcohol when you're drinking?
in your butt.
What do you drink in
If I'm drinking beer, I mix
Straight
it with
to the
Coke.
Well, liquor, like
You mix it with
whatever.
I like beer neat. No, I like
like a beer neat.
I like whiskey neat. But I mean,
Yeah,
I'll be a basic bitch and go Coke and Jack sometimes.
I mean, I'll do ice usually.
What? Oh, ice. Yeah, ice.
A
Is
nice
good.
bourbon on the rocks.
You know what I like?
Let it braise just a little bit.
I like a good 20th century mega ship on the rocks.
What?
I'm talking about the Titanic, bitch.
I caught it immediately.
Oh, dude, you know the Titanic's like disappearing, like.
Like deteriorating.
It's rapidly deteriorating now. It's like hit that point, like with whatever bacteria
The
and shit
tipping
are down
point?
there. Yeah, it's hit the tipping point. Like
the Titanic got AIDS.
Yeah.
basically, it hit the tipping point. It tipped from HIV. to
Thanos
full-blown
snapped
AIDS.
his fingers and Titanic's just.
Oh my.
You had to see Infinity War. Know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Me and Cody hate superheroes.
I think they missed that conversation. Anyway, what are we toasting to?
To the death of Disney and Walt Disney. May we piss on his grave.
Yes.
He's quite the racist, I hear.
Yeah, I hear that.
Are you gonna take that?
I don't actually know. Yeah, I'm taking the shot.
Do it.
Alright.
Do it.
I'm gonna chase it with some watered down
Chase
Baja
it with
Blast.
some flames.
We see here a man who does fucking weightlifting competition struggling to open a pocket shot.
Oh my god, it's like I'm drinking a fucking Altoid.
Ugh.
That sounds unpleasant.
God, that's
Um,
rough.
Alright, calm down, man. It's cool. It's fine.
It's cool, man.
Cody, you wanna plop one down for us? A story?
Oh, sorry. All right.
No, you want to take a shit and like we need that audio.
Sorry, my words were perfect.
Can you have an anal fissure real quick and then we'll
Blood in the pot.
Reed's looking at the fucking like, hey, okay, I gotta write this down.
That's how I let it go.
There's some blood in the water.
Oh my god.
All right.
I hurt myself today.
Jesus.
Anal fissures.
Are you doing your first story?
Yes.
Yeah, get on it, bitch. I love you.
All right. Man arrested after using a front end loader, which is just a fancy way of saying forklift type device,
What is this in England or something?
to make a getaway. No, this
sounds like very London, England kind of language. To make a getaway.
well, no,
On his front loader.
well, it's like just a heavy duty forklift, which you're gonna need a lot of in
Is it
Anchorage,
China?
Alaska.
Damn it.
That's pretty much another country.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Police have arrested a 42-year-old Anchorage man, which is honestly pretty old for Anchorage, right? Like I think the life expectancy is like 38 there.
Oh, for real?
Probably.
Well, because your diet's like what, like mostly protein?
Because it's fucking Alaska. You're gonna get eaten
It's
by a
just-
bear by the time you're fucking 16.
Actually,
probably.
bear. I think we covered this weeks ago. Bear deaths in Alaska are actually like really low. When we did a bear story like a month ago, and I think most of the deaths probably come from like smallpox blankets.
Jeez.
You got a lot of those.
Finally back on domestic side.
They got a lot of
Here we are.
They got a lot of those blankets up there.
It's okay. My girlfriend is
Pox blankets.
Eskimo.
Pox blankets.
Yeah.
But he was arrested on suspicion of vehicle theft, burglary, reckless driving,
Burgerly.
Burglary.
It's just fucking
burglary.
burgerly.
How do you pronounce it? Burglary?
Burglary, I think it is.
Whatever.
He was just like shoving down burgers. They're like, oh, that's fucking.
He burgled.
Can't be having that.
He burgled a little bit too much. There's some theft, there's a bit of reckless driving, and just general criminal mischief.
I love the wording of this.
They officers determined, they didn't ask him because he's probably still sleeping it off when they did this news report. But officers determined someone drove a front end loader into the salon, picked up a frozen planter, smashed the front door because I don't know why he couldn't use the front end loader for that. Entered the business and stole numerous items from this salon.
Oh my god.
Pulling a sick, nasty salon heist here. And
How did they catch this guy?
while responding to another burgle situation.
They probably just checked everybody's blood pressure in town. They're like, "Oh, you've been burgering.
Burgling.
Your blood pressure's fucking through the roof."
After responding to an unrelated incident of someone stealing shit,
That's just bad luck, dude.
officers spotted the front end loader going down the road and conducted a traffic stop because you got to.
Got to.
That's not normal, even for Alaska.
Or were they profiling?
Probably.
You can have a seal driving a car, but you can't have a forklift going down the main road.
No, you can't have
No.
a seal driving a car. The fucking Alaskans will like hunt that thing down.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're gonna get harpoons for days up in
Yeah.
that bitch.
Can
but-
you imagine like them like chucking harpoons at like a seal in a car? Like they're just it's like bouncing
I don't
off the
think they
glass.
use harpoons. I think that's somebody else. Do they use harpoons?
I would know.
They're
We'll
they're
bring
whalers-
Rachel on next week for
They're
harpoon
whalers on the
talk.
moon. They carry a harpoon.
Oh my god, what is that?
Fucking Futurama.
Jesus Christ, Cody.
That's nuts.
Yeah, as of now, it does not list his attorney. He's
This
probably
motherfucker does not have an attorney.
a public defender. Do they have public defenders up in Alaska?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have one public defender.
That's a volunteer public defender.
I think they'll pay for your schooling if you if you're like native. So they probably have like one guy that got his school paid for and like is temporarily stuck there. So I think that's probably like something they could do.
John Redcorn's gonna come.
Oh my god! I don't think it's that type of Native American. Now I decided to be completely politically in line here.
That's the only fictional Native American I know about.
Oh my god! I feel like Nicolas Cage right now. This fucking bottle fits perfectly in this lighter.
Does that make it easier to work either of them?
I think it's just means that I'm developing a problem.
Maybe if I use this bottle to open this lighter, I can find out.
You guys, I was gonna wait. Keep talking. I was gonna wait to unveil this until
What am I going to keep talking about? You just non sequitured really fucking hard there.
Okay,
You're just going to bounce back
non-sequitur.
to just fucking talking about anything.
Okay, so there's two things. There's two things I gotta introduce.
I'm sure that sound's going to sound really good as you walk away.
There's two things I gotta introduce. So we got a new. I was gonna wait until we got beers that had actual fucking like bottles, and so we had to pop the top off. But the top.
Oh, dude, that's a nice church key. What does this say on it? You like National Treasure? Is that what it says?
The bottle opener, that's great.
God damn it.
Wow.
So we got a Nick Cage bottle opener. We finally have a bottle opener. We've been fucking fighting about this for months. God, he looks so good in this too.
Nick Cage.
Man, that's good audio too.
God damn it.
All right, I'll do my story now.
You guys' podcast is kind of funny, but it sounds like someone throwing a bag of hammers down a fucking granite staircase.
What was it? Glad you noticed. That's what we're going for.
What was it with that guy that kept playing the fucking air horn a few weeks ago? God damn.
Speaking of sexual conduct, next story. Texas couple welcome 15-pound baby boy.
God damn.
Oh,
A 15-pound baby has been birthed in Texas. Texas is always big. Always has bigger.
This
things.
has the she has the wide hips that you were talking about earlier, Cody. on like the guy that just smuggles shorts.
Bitch, like she wears a size extra small top, but it looks like she's smuggling the shorts and them goddamn 48 size pants.
Not a super interesting story, but initially they couldn't conceive, and then they get pregnant, and of course it's a huge baby.
Well, yeah, I feel like, you know how like Texas is known for like breeding their kids for like sports or whatever Texans do down there.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
you know, like from like as soon as they can walk, you know, it's like they're in like pee-wee football, you know.
Right.
Maybe they're just breeding them for like because it's based out of there, 600-pound life.
Right.
You know, my 600-pound life for the fat fucks is like they're birthing this kid from birth is going to
you're saying that they're being 600 pounds to genetically modify their child.
She ate real fat when she was pregnant with them. You know, it took some like, you know,
to give extra nutrients to the fucking sperm cell.
Yeah. So like the baby comes out like already kind of big, you know. So like then keep this heftiness going.
It has like a fucking like food addiction coming right out, you know, just like a heroin baby.
It has a heart attack when it's 3 years old
From too much titty milk.
Yeah, we've all been there.
It's like, oh, did your baby die of SIDS? No, high cholesterol.
Oh my god.
The silent killer.
Oh my god. That's I think SIDS is also a silent killer, but we won't get into that.
Speaking of disease, my friend posted a status on his social media the other day. He's like, he was asking like his friends like, what's the most annoying thing people ask you? And then he said that he responded to his own question. He says, I hate it when people compare my diabetes to the diabetes commercial with the old guy. He's like, it's not funny anymore, guys. I'm just like,
I mean,
it's kind of funny.
I agree. I don't think
arm looks like the fucking Polar Express, man. Fucking track marks up and down that bitch.
Jeez.
It's been so long since I've seen it. Like the original one.
That's not because of the insulin, you know. They have a pump for that, like normal people. That's just for the heroin.
So, I don't really like... Yeah, I mean, I'm over the diabetes thing, but you gotta blame Wilford Brimley. Why are you just blaming random people? What the fuck?
We just
got over
it.
your diabetes. you beat diabetes.
You beat the beatus.
It's in remission.
Can diabetes go in remission?
Reed's pre-diabetes went into remission, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
I almost contracted the kind that like obese people get because they diet
what,
terrible.
Juvenile diabetes?
Like type 1 or type 2, whichever one's not the one you get genetic.
I think
whichever.
type 2 is the one that you get yourself.
Well, the thing is, it is genetic in my family, but like I was drinking so much soda that I was like contracting the other kind. So I was open to getting both. Like I was getting the one that was not genetic.
You got type 1 and type 2 diabetes.
I'm not gonna lie.
You got type 3 diabetes.
Reed, there were a few pictures where like you looked like you had AIDS. Like a man who doesn't do any drugs shouldn't look like that.
I need to see those pics, man. Bring them out from the vault.
Are those like childhood pictures?
No, there's one where he's at like going to someone's stupid fucking formal.
I thought you were gonna say funeral.
And he's in
someone's stupid fucking funeral.
It's someone's stupid fucking formal, and he looks like he's sweating out vodka.
How old was this? Like,
I think was that. You've never heard this before?
No. What?
How was it? Was it the one? Was it junior prom where I was taking two like?
No, it was college, and you were wearing a tux. And you go to someone's formal.
It was when I was dating Who's Her Face, and it was her prom, but I was in college. Maybe did I have?
No, it was a UGA related fraternity function.
Maybe not name drop colleges, but
Yeah, I remember those pictures.
Yeah, it was one.
I was pale as hell.
Wait, so this was an adult thing that happened? Well, no, I'm still just curious. Like, did you go to a doctor and they're like, okay, you're pre-diabetic?
No, they blood tested me and
They're like,
because I was
sir, this is just pure maple
no,
syrup.
I was feeling it had gotten so bad that I would sleep like 8 hours in the night, and then I would take a 4-hour nap during the day. I was always so tired, and like the sugar was always just making me crash.
Oh my god, Reed. How much sugar were you taking in?
Oh, I don't even want to know.
What the fuck?
You were there. But no, they gave me a blood test.
Okay.
Which also tested me for different STDs. So that was all. It was
Nuclear?
2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, they're like, oh, you're good.
But
Oh yeah, your blood sugar's way high. You need to like cut down
like,
some things.
Doctor, everyone says I look like I have AIDS, but I don't think I do. It's like, no, you don't.
Doctor, give me the news.
I got a bad case of
Yeah.
diabetes.
Too much sugar
from you.
blues.
I was very worried about what either of you were gonna say right there.
Too much sugar blues.
Well, I'm glad you took care of that.
It was really just the soda, man.
It's ridiculous. That's because It's because you never knew how much you were actually drinking, because you would just drink half a soda and leave it there. So you drink like 30 fucking sodas a day.
So that's like 15 actual sodas.
Yeah, like 15 actual sodas. You just didn't.
Which is still a lot.
You didn't know how to gauge it.
But then I look at people like one of my friends who lives up in Chicago, and he drinks like a whole liter of Mountain Dew every day. I'm like, why is this guy still alive?
I mean, he's probably not doing great.
I mean, like, everyone's got diabetes. You get diabetes. You get diabetes. Everyone gets diabetes.
I mean, if they mismanage their health.
Jesus Christ.
Soda and bread, dude. Those are the killers. Soda and bread.
You're drinking a fucking PBR right now.
It's liquid bread.
Liquid bread is, it's good for you.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the gluten is not super high.
I think
It's filled with sugar.
I think beer is just gluten, right?
Beer is like so. It wasn't that a South Park bit?
No wonder.
Like, beer's not gluten.
No wonder I'm getting so fat.
Have you been drinking a lot?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I fucking didn't know that.
Dude, it's been the holidays. Everyone's been drinking a lot.
It's like sad boy drinking, or
No.
like okay, like
No,
okay.
there's been so many special occasions over the holidays that's like, oh, okay, one more time. Oh,
I'm just imagining a montage of Reed. One more time, just fucking puking,
I love
projectile
that song.
vomiting. See, I've been doing this sad boy drinking where I'll just like go, just prop my feet up and drink a fucking sweet water and like.
I might be able to find it quicker than you can.
You still haven't found this.
Yeah, I cannot find the picture I'm thinking of.
Jesus Christ!
I saw one from that night, but like it just doesn't display what I'm fucking describing.
Maybe you just remember it differently. I'll just go ahead and do my story.
Yeah, go on to your story. I'm gonna find it in a couple seconds.
Go ahead and do your story.
Just go ahead and take a seat.
I feel
Tell your story there.
I'm just
Go ahead,
talking to
take a seat.
myself. You guys are
Just tell the story.
so preoccupied. I just don't even like why I would even waste my breath. It's just like
have a story. Just talk about you're gonna kill yourself under your breath the whole time.
I mean, I thought the new year would be different. I thought it would be different than this, but it's just all right. Let's see.
I hate that picture of me so much.
You look like you're dying, dude.
I don't think he's. Hold on, I gotta get like
the eyes are kind of bloodshot. Like
He's right, dude. Just accept it.
like your own picture, you bastard.
Oh my god.
Please share that or whatever you do on Facebook.
I just remember seeing that. I was like, man, Reed looks really unhealthy in this picture.
Dude, look at this one.
I hope that's just
compared
the
to now, I'm like a starving child in this picture. Look at me. Look how big my head is to my body.
That might just be my comparison.
That's beautiful. That was beautiful.
They're like my relative size to the people in the picture.
So Reed, he has the palest complexion I've ever seen. There's no color in his face at all. He has I don't know, around his eyes it just looks like he's been on a bender. But
You look like Gerard Gay in the fucking Helena video.
I have to look it up.
Are you really making a My Chemical Romance? Like,
Oh, Gerard Way.
Yeah, Gerard.
In the Helena video? Ouch. Very ouch.
God.
Oh, yeah, that was too much. I'm sorry.
No, it's good, dude. Braden, it's all for good fun. It's all in good fun.
To be fair, you were the...
I don't know if the gay comment is good fun, but instead of doing our group photo for like the Instagram post, do that one.
Do that one.
That would be so
Yeah,
good.
just do like a 2-part.
Photoshop
Like,
like one of those faces on there or something.
Here we go.
Yes, full circle. Okay.
Oh.
Let's get off on that because that's all fucking visual and this is an audio podcast. Goddammit.
You keep me young.
Photoshop one of us on like the other person in the picture. Photoshop one of us like way in the fucking background
Oh my god.
on the other side of the stadium.
All right, Braden, tell us your story.
French adventurer 71 embarks on a transatlantic trip to the Caribbean, if you're a fucking loser, in a huge orange barrel.
Wait, they just map out currents and it's just like, well, if I put this barrel in here with roughly my weight in it.
I don't think that he... so he's expecting to travel 2,800 miles and drop markers from the 3 meter... I don't... So supposedly he's trying to help oceanographers like study currents, but you're giving like Mother Nature a fucking hefty
Like, how big is this barrel are we talking here?
That's not big. I mean, it's like
it would be uncomfortable to sit in this barrel, or like
it's like probably like if you're thinking of like a Yellow Submarine Beatles barrel, it's probably like 1/5 of that.
So like a one person, like the thing James Cameron used to find the Titanic.
Did they actually do that?
It was like a 1-seater deal, right?
It's definitely 1-seater. Yeah, it's not big. It's not big. So, but yeah, so he's gonna be doing that.
Is it powered?
I think it has like power inside it. Like it looks kind of cozy.
Wait, let me get it. Is it like one of those like disaster-proof things?
Yeah, this guy looks like John McCain.
All right, that's doable. That's doable.
You know, it's not like he's doing like the barrel over Niagara Falls thing.
It's like a tiny home type deal.
Yeah, it's like the fucking it's like living in a trailer.
At sea.
At sea.
It's like Waterworld.
Oh my god, it's like all those 90s movies where they like lived in a tiny boat at like just at the marina. You know what I'm talking? I've always wanted to
like
do
Arrested
that.
Development with Joe.
Arrested Development,
Yeah.
whatever that The Replacements, I think. Didn't Keanu Reeves like live in a boat?
Whatever, we saw it.
I didn't see it there.
Yeah, it wasn't good, so it's fine.
I'm not a particular Keanu Reeves enthusiast.
I mean, honestly, like some of those yachts are like pretty much like a home on the inside, like a luxury tiny home. And I mean,
A luxury tiny home.
And shit, dock fees are about the fucking cost of an apartment rent, so like fuck it, use it.
We'll just leave when you're supposed to pay dock fee.
Well, I just met this older couple.
You'll never find me. To the next dock.
If only it worked that way.
I mean, it kind of does.
That's great.
I mean, you can't do it in the same area. You're gonna have to go like a few beaches down.
There's a lot of beaches.
You better be in like a big major like body of water to be able to go to so many different ports.
You have like Florida to New York, and it's like all your fucking years of skipping dock fees have caught up to you.
Like you skip dock fees, and every dock you go to, you get some guy's daughter pregnant, and you leave. And you go under the name like Captain something crazy. Like
I feel like there's a whole cabin claim to people who we're describing that do exactly this.
I think you're just describing like Major League Baseball players. But...
You know, I understand that we are evolving as like in some ways, like in
Reed, you don't believe
technology.
in evolution.
No. But like, all I'm saying is back in the day, like back to like pirates and stuff like that, like they had it made because they could just go do this stuff and leave, and it's not like some police, like some like fighter jet or something can go find you. It was like, you know, you get someone pregnant, you just go leave.
The British fucking Royal Navy, I'm pretty sure, was like after
no,
them
but when it
all
came to
time.
like small petty crimes, like small petty like terrible things, it was just like, well, quite frankly, if you get someone pregnant now and you leave, it's not a crime, but it's just like they'll come find you.
Well, honestly,
for like child support.
Before DNA, like you could commit any crime as long as you really weren't there. Like,
see, we need to make our way back to that time.
As long as it didn't like, because back then they just did motive, and it's like, oh, you had a reason to kill this person. It must have been you.
Oh, dude.
It's like, that's not my semen. Fucking test it. It's like, we have no way of testing it.
Reed, how about
Fuck.
you know the
Right.
John Chow guy that went on like that mission trip in like that Indian island?
The one who died?
Yeah, it fucking died immediately. Just go live there. I mean, they have no technology to speak of.
Yeah, how would you... I can't exactly live there.
I mean, you you come back from like the fucking mission just like completely maimed. You're like, yeah, you should have seen the last guy. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's kind of fun. Honestly, I think the French guy, he just wants to get the fuck out of France because it's so shit right now.
Right.
So I can't blame him. I mean, he's 71.
Well,
I'm like, okay, if I die, I die.
Who is this?
The Frenchman in our story.
Okay, yeah.
The Frenchie, French.
Jacques Cousteau.
It's not as bad. Not as bad as Italy, man. Because then he would get on land and then like they'd be underwater anyway.
He's just like floating along to map the currents. The currents, like the guy from SpongeBob.
He needs to go to Italy because when Italy goes underwater after several years, he'll be the king because like he's like, well, I got the boat.
You've been spending way too much time on it.
Back to what I was saying. It's like Kevin Costner in Waterworld, man.
I've never seen that movie. I've actually heard somebody reference that in a Starbucks earlier today.
Wait. You've never seen
Never
Waterworld?
seen it. I've heard it's fucking awful.
They spent a lot of money and it didn't really do that well in the box office.
That's what I like to hear. I love
one of the
when
most
they just fall
expensive
flat.
movies ever made. But I mean, it's still like it broke even. I think eventually, years later.
Well, I think Nothing But Trouble broke even eventually.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. No.
Yeah. They're still regretting that one.
Yeah, I mean, Chevy Chase said that he knew it was going to be awful, but Chevy Chase is just a piece of shit, so you can't really take his word.
Tupac made the most money and he died. I'm just kidding. Maybe.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is still alive. Think about it.
A Tupac fan killed him for being in that terrible movie.
It was not. It wasn't. Who was his face? Suge Knight or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Suge. Yeah, Suge's in prison now though for murder, or like manslaughter.
Oh, for killing somebody else.
He ran over somebody on the set of the Tupac biopic or the NWA biopic. I can't remember which one.
Anyway, we got a sponsor.
Yeah, we do. We actually do. All right, so our sponsor this week is New Year, New Chew. Everybody's always trying to like kick bad habits and start being healthy and shit for New Year's. No, fuck that. Start chewing tobacco. Honestly, I mean, you're kind of like the cool guy, and it's kind of gonna make you an individual because everybody else is going one way. You're starting something new. Everybody else is like, I'm getting rid of all this old shit. You're gonna be like, everybody likes. I mean, when we were in high school, and that one guy like, it's like a conversation starter. He spit into the bottle, and the teacher asked if what the fuck that was. If that was dip spit, and he's like, no, it's tea. And then he drank it, and then threw up everywhere. It's a conversation starter. There's so many good uses for this.
I like this. It's kind of fighting against the man, because like smoker rights are going way down.
Absolutely.
And vapors aren't helping. Vapists aren't helping the whole.
No, they're fucking completely awful.
Fucking vapists.
You have like a vape on your person, right?
I'm the vapist.
Can you?
I'm gonna vape you in the mouth.
I'm way into supporting this. On another note, if you raise enough money, maybe we'll get to the point where there will be like weed, like chewing tobacco, where you just get fucking high. You don't even need to smoke. You just fucking get completely fucked.
I'm down with the whole notion of that, but what I'm saying is like, if they're gonna just make it so hard for smokers, it's like, all right, kicking us out for smoking, all right, I see how it is, all right, fuck it, I'll bring my goddamn tobacco inside your fucking restaurant and do it at the table
and spit it everywhere
and spit it out. Yeah, this is much
Bring
better.
a fucking spittoon with your ass, dude. Your whole ass.
This is
just
much
a
better than
spittoon on the table.
This is much better than someone smoking a cigarette in the smoking section. Yeah, it smells real nice in here, doesn't it?
It's like someone's pooping out of their mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a good.
I like how the dude drank it. It's just like total badass.
Oh, I mean, not. I wouldn't say badass
Like,
necessarily.
Did she make him drink it?
He was drinking it to prove that it was tea.
I bet he thought he was gonna be way fucking more badass than he was.
No,
Honestly,
he wasn't that badass afterwards. And then he got appendicitis.
Was it related?
Maybe. I don't see anything
Why
that
didn't he
says
just,
it
why
wasn't.
Why didn't he just like drink it just like get a little sip and just like leave it in his mouth when she walked away, just like back it in there. You know?
We're not dealing with the smartest guy. Okay, he dips. And I mean,
And I think I know what you're talking about too.
Possibly nothing
Possibly.
against dipping, but
See,
I mean,
really, honestly, where it's at is huffing.
there's
a
no like,
lost art, really.
there's no
kids like
no kids definitely still huff. I'm gonna go ahead and
Kids,
fuck
It's
it up.
easy. It's easy access.
Yeah,
kids with their
It's in your parents'
opiates
garage.
and their fucking vapes and their weed. Fuck all
and
that.
your
kids.
Juul pods. Oh, get the fuck out of here with that.
Fuck all that,
Your
kids.
Tide Pods.
And your fucking boba tea.
and your frogs.
All right, kids, you want to get high as fuck? All right, if you're at home, here's what you do.
Go to Cody's house. His address.
No, go up to the linen closet, grab out like a nice cheap wash rag, the ones in the back, you don't use much. Go down to the shed. There's a can of gas in there. And if there's
Very important. Light a candle to set the mood.
And if there's even a smidge of gas in that can, then baby, you got a stew going, man. You're gonna get high as fuck. Pour some on that rag and take it with huffing.
Yeah, I never did huffing.
The free high.
It's not even. I mean, it's got worse cost than most other drugs.
Can you imagine being that guy going to a gas station? You don't even put like gas in your tank. You just put it in like a gallon thingy and just leave.
I do 50 cents of gas.
Can I get a big gulp so I can like, fucking...
Let me get a styrofoam big gulp here.
The gas is just like eating through the fucking
styrofoam.
Quick huffing off the ground.
You don't even like invest in like a normal canister. It's like a long-term addiction, obviously. And you're just like you just still use the big gulp every time.
Fucking intervention.
It's the styrofoam one, so it's like.
So here's my idea for like, if our dipping and our huffing doesn't take off, how about like astronaut helmets for smokers? And they could be like kind of like the fish people in BoJack Horseman. Well, no, not what like Sandy from SpongeBob, where she has like the air thing, but she's just fucking like just ripping constantly cigarettes.
It's just like a hazmat suit, but it's just like instead of like seeing like the hand in the gloves, you just see a hand come up in the mask and then come back down.
It's like every 70s and 80s movie, exactly. I think that would be a possible way for us to deal with this crisis of
What if you just
smoker infringement.
What if you just had like a gas mask, but like a reverse gas mask, where you breathe in like through like just a port that just has air.
But it's
And
got 16 cigarettes duct taped into the vents.
But
yeah,
it's
like, pretty nice.
But when you breathe out, it filters what you breathe out, not what you breathe in.
Ooh.
So you're just getting nothing, and it like just feeds right back. So you're getting like super double nicotine.
You're not actually getting any clean air at all. You're just dying.
You're not breathing air at all anymore.
There has to be an apparatus where like it goes in and out through different holes or nostrils or whatnot.
No, dude, even better.
I'm all for different holes.
Even better. Even better. You gotta rig it real crazy. Like you gotta get one of those like beer can hats that have like the two things that you put two cans on.
Yeah.
And you just put like a handful, like 50 cigarettes, and there's like one snout that like goes into them, like drags from them, like from both ends, and it's like 100 blunts, so like 100 cigarettes, and you're just like,
well, it would be smoking them all in order. So you just want a really long, like,
even better
cigarette.
because it's not. I mean, you're gonna die if you take a drag from like a bunch of cigarettes at one time. So like it's like a gun, like like a magazine. It's like it uses one up and it like dissolves, and the next one just shoots into the little canister. The next one. You're good for days, dude.
It's just like the Olympics.
Okay, so
I saw it in a dream once.
I mean, there's always the aesthetic, like, smoking is like super aesthetically like attractive. And what's more, you're that much more aesthetically attractive if you smoke like 15 cigarettes at once.
You look like you have a fucking goddamn coal power plant on your fucking head.
They just want to like whip that out immediately, you know. But you know, because of the like artery clogged heart, and you just can't happen. But that's a topic for another day.
Yeah,
it's not a topic
for the kids.
It's for the kids. This is all for the kids.
For the kids.
So we're actually giving back the sponsor like show money for the kids.
Man,
cigarettes for kids.
They're gonna go, the kids. They're gonna go far.
It's like that no smoking in the car with kids under 18. Like, while like it was all like a good idea for the kids, but now they're just standing out in the rain while their mom smokes a cigarette in the car in the dry.
Yeah. Are you just relating this from like personal experience?
No, that law was after I was 18.
Oh my god.
Anyway, good sponsor.
Yeah.
So. Oh, perfect transition. More drugs. My story. Authorities in Florida said a fisherman reeled in a package that turned out to be filled with up to 60 pounds of suspected cocaine.
Suspected. So yeah, it's the
reeled in from the water.
Yeah.
So, good times.
I mean, was it like sealed up, or was it just like a watery white slushy that just like, this looks like it could be cocaine?
There's like
why else would it be so many black garbage bags?
Discovered the bale contained 25 plastic wrap packages of what is believed to be cocaine.
So you're saying reeled in? There's some like deputy that just made the joke like, what kind of bait were you using or some bullshit fucking crackhead like on a fucking
at the end of $20 bill. The $20 bill that just had it out there waiting for some cocaine.
It's about to happen soon enough.
It's like this amorphous. It's like the cloud in Futurama or whatever. It's like it's become sentient. So the cocaine is just like seeking out the fucking money. Like, yeah, okay, I'll give you some of myself. Like,
it might as well, honestly.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I mean, pretty neat. I mean, again, he didn't get to keep it, but.
I feel like he could have kept it.
How the fuck did he reel in 50 pounds? What kind of fucking...
It's like when you like catch a whole like crate of boots or something like that, you just throw the fucking hook out there and it just catches whatever.
I don't think that what hook is strong enough to like deal. It's usually the hook has to hook something.
They're catching fucking sea bass, man. They're out at sea catching fucking sea fish. They got a hook that can handle a goddamn 1 kilo sack of cocaine.
I guess. I mean, is 1 kilo 50 pounds?
I don't think that's how
50
kilos work.
Pound? I don't know how much a kilo is.
A kilo's less than a pound, I'm pretty sure.
So it's not 55 pounds.
I'm like really sure a kilo is like a little bit less than a pound.
But isn't a kilometer longer than a mile?
No.
It's not. Okay, yeah.
That's why 10K is like 6 miles.
A meter is longer than a foot. Or a yard.
That's why I always measure my dick in centimeters so it sounds bigger.
I don't know. 12 centimeters, like people know like, well, that's not much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 1 kilogram is... Oh shit, it's more. It's 2.2 pounds. So yeah.
That's plenty. There's so much pissing happening on this podcast. There always is.
We're fucking drinking beer.
But it's like 40 minutes long usually. Like an hour maybe.
I think we're approaching... Oh, after read edits, it's like... We're down to...
Like 50 minutes.
Wait, are we still podcasting?
What do you mean?
Is the thing still going? I guess so.
Yeah, he's just taking a piss.
Damn, Reed, you really took the wind out of this fucking thing.
You really took the piss out of your dick.
What now?
Nothing.
Are y'all still talking?
Yeah. I realized halfway through, I'm like, wait, are we still recording?
Yeah. All right, Braden, you got a story, or Cody, you got a story, or Braden, you got a story, or Cody, you got a story? Something? You know what I'm saying?
I got a burp too, but...
That's not important.
I gotta do one before the other. So, Santa Monica, California.
Nice.
Which I'm surprised this happened because, like, are there even houses left in Santa Monica? There's gotta be like 4 houses. Anywho, alright, so after Christmas, like a couple days after, 2 homeless men broke into a California apartment and began cooking dinner. They had cased the joint, they saw the guy leave, and were like, yeah, he'll be gone for a while. Let's get our ramen on.
How long was he gone?
He went Christmas shopping, so probably like an hour or 2. But yeah, they just they came in and started making dinner. The guy came in and was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?" It's like, "Oh, we're just trying to make dinner, man. Like, is it cool if we hang out here for a little bit? We're homeless. We need a place to go." And this guy was like, "All right, yeah, cool, yeah, all right, you guys can stay." All right, no problem. Hey, I gotta take my dog out for a walk real fast because he's a real fucking champion. He's really protecting the house.
So they broke into the house?
Yeah.
Already? And they're cooking?
And he walks in and finds this.
And he just says, okay.
Well, they ask him like him if they can hang out there for a little bit.
Well, it's too late at this point. You guys already broke in.
Well, so this guy's just like, yeah, no problem. Yeah, all right.
Fucking immediately runs to the cops.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta take my dog out for a walk real fast. Goes outside, like, hey, you gotta come get a load of these 2 guys.
Yeah, would you say that? So,
Get a load of this guy, Cam.
I don't think that's what he said. I think he was probably a bit.
There's 2 homeless guys in my fucking apartment. Like,
yeah, there's 2 homeless guys.
And
yeah.
There's 2 homeless guys in my apartment. Please,
well, it's Santa Monica. He's used to it probably. This is probably the 3rd time this week it's happened. The dispatcher's probably like,
fucking squatters, dude. Yeah, it's his fault.
They got squatters' rights, man. Like, we can't do anything about it. Welcome to Santa Monica. Fuck you.
Jesus Christ. You carried? Oh my god. PR's coming out of his nose.
Santa Monica's new slogan really got you there.
So true. So true. Good story. Good story.
Jesus,
Meanwhile, we're playing footsie under the table.
It's because it's your
Like
fucking
a bunch of merry old men.
feet. Jesus Christ.
Bullshit ass fucking rolly chair.
The rolly chair. Was that pretty much it for the story?
Yeah, they got arrested.
For what? He said they could hang out.
Well, as you had mentioned before, the breaking and entering had happened.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if they brought their own food or if they used his food. I'm just gonna assume.
I'm gonna assume they used his food.
Yeah.
That's probably safe to
gosh.
assume that.
The breaking and entering the break and entering.
The guy that got his home broken into?
Yes, that guy.
Okay.
That man.
The homeowner.
Him and his girlfriend, who's pregnant. Ooh, pregnant girlfriend, not married.
Oh my god.
God damn it, dude. Reed's parents are gonna be pissed about that. But they plan to find a new place to live.
That's these are the most like pushover people I've ever heard. Well, yeah, you can stay. I'll just call the cops instead. Just tell them to leave.
Well, to be fair, I'd be like, I want these guys arrested. If I just kick them out, they're just gonna blend into like the other 100 homeless people outside my apartment. Like, that's not gonna get any results.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I got them trapped.
I have to sidebar this. I was in Atlanta like a week ago, and I was meeting like a couple of new people. And we were leaving a Waffle House.
You guys were selling a stereo on Craigslist.
You're leading a Waffle House in Atlanta?
Gotta sneak it in those ads now.
We were living in an Atlanta Waffle House, and there was a bunch of like homeless people sleeping under this bridge. And the topic of the group that I was like trailing, I'm not like walking like 10 feet behind because
topic of like the group of other people.
What they were talking about? They just started talking about they were talking amongst themselves. But completely oblivious to the homeless. They started talking about like the types of houses that they lived in. And I was like, it was like 2 a.m.
That's planned.
It was like 2 a.m. And And all these homeless people are trying to sleep and they're being loud as fuck talking about their house. Yeah, my house is like from the Annabelle era. I'm just like, oh my god.
Me and my husband just bought a beautiful colonial. It's got 5 bedrooms, like a mud room. It's beautiful.
This is my yoga room. I never go in there except for yoga.
And our kids just moved out,
year.
so we got all this extra space now. We just turned the 2 back bedrooms into an office for him and fucking vagina room for me.
Jesus Christ.
Really went out on the creative side
We
there.
got a sex dungeon in the basement.
I used...
For my crummy affairs with other men.
Fucking homeless guys like, man, that fucking porta potty is my sex dungeon. I just had a whole basement for it.
The lion's den. They call it the lion's den.
This is the lion's den, all right. Got a beautiful gazelle up here tonight.
The homeless are wonderful people. There's nothing wrong with
Misunderstood
them.
folk.
Misunderstood, absolutely. Honestly, the people in your story, Cody, they sound like... I mean, it's like Christmas time in California, so it's not like it's fucking cold. It's not like it's especially, you know...
Well, it's Santa Monica, too, so, like...
Yeah!
A forest fire just ripped through there, like, 3 weeks ago.
So there's a lot of stuff to pillage.
And like, homeless is kind of a misnomer at this point, because these homeless people...
They're just hipsters.
Yeah, these homeless
They're just crust goths and crust punks,
The
dude.
homeless guy is probably, like, a lawyer, and his wife is probably, like, a fucking bank teller or some shit, you know? Like...
Oh, are you saying because, like, all their houses just got destroyed?
Yeah, so, like, there's a lot of homeless, like...
Well, as we've learned from South Park, California is good for the homeless, so...
It's very good to the homeless.
It's,
It's good to go out there...
It doesn't sound like they were good to the homeless in this story, but most of the time...
Well, I mean, like, the police arrested them, but, like, they're homeless, so, like...
They have a home now.
They just kind of churn them over, you know, it's like...
churn them over?
Yeah, they just kind of like... They work them through the system, they book them, they put a record on them, they kind of identify them, they fucking tag them, you know.
Tag them and bag them. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Tag them, bag them, and release them back in the wild, see where they're going to migrate. Whatever we're doing is send them to LA, and that's just fine.
Oh my god, if they started tagging and bagging criminals, how, like... And, like, yeah, they literally have a tracker.
It's called the fucking sexual predator database.
Oh, that's right. Do you ever go on those and just, like, see all the sexual predators around you? And you're like, oh, wait, that's my house.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
I didn't register this.
Hey, it's like, hey, now, sexual deviant's way different from sexual predator.
This is not okay.
Oh, my God.
Come on now.
They have, like, Yelp reviews for, like, sexual predators.
They don't call it Yelp, they call it help.
It's
Oh,
like,
my God.
It's like help.
It's like, is this guy a Bill Cosby or Jared or just a guy who was 19 that fucked a 17-year-old?
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal here?
The good old days.
Technically, the 19 to 17-year-old's illegal, or, like, legal, I think. So I don't think you can get arrested for that.
I have no idea. I have never had.
We have, like,
I've never had to look it up, so.
I did hear a story of a guy in that with that age difference between his girlfriend. She was 17, he was 19, and he broke up with her, and then she accused him of like statutory rape.
As you do.
I'm like, classic.
So the Marky Mark movie with the Marky Mark Transformers movie. Apparently, there was a guy who like had a fucking like in his wallet card of the Romeo and Juliet law of their state, and it explained why it's not statutory rape.
Oh my god!
Fucking Michael Bay is the worst, dude. Holy shit!
What is this, Roman Polanski movie?
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Brayden, what you got?
I got something in my eye, dude. I think I'm getting pink eye, but it's fine. I'm probably gonna get glaucoma.
You and your girlfriend are getting into some weird stuff, man.
Oh yeah, so my story is
butt sex.
You've been looking at my diary again, haven't you?
Dear diary, butt sex. Bye.
First, like 1/1/2019, the greatest entry. Okay, so police.
It was the greatest injury, all right. Oh.
on.
This goes back to our hemorrhoid conversation. Speaking of, butt sex seems like rough if you have hemorrhoids.
I would imagine so.
Or like, yeah, I mean,
maybe it's actually like an old wives' tale remedy or something.
maybe you have to
No,
become.
it's
I don't know. Yeah, the jizz. It's like stem cells. So it just.
I don't know. If
repairs
It's like Neosporin.
Oh my
It's
God.
Neosemen.
I don't know if you've ever driven a Hemi before, but
Can't say I have.
Oh my God. So police criticized for fake Zika infected crystal meth warning
the police were criticized.
in Louisiana, no less.
Was the
by
police
God.
trying to make a warning about there being Zika in the meth
Yes.
meth heads, and everyone was like,
Well-
"You're fucking stupid."
So it's deeper than that. So the mayor.
That's what she said.
Well, it's, oh my God. Boy, do I love like trying to make my dick surface. Never mind.
Man, I can't wait to hear this story, dude.
I love to pull my dick up so I can like see it in the girl's stomach like a fucking alien.
looks
movie.
like a fucking Cold War era sub coming up through an ice cap.
I like to grab it and then I jerk myself off of inside of her.
Do y'all just think of this stuff like on the fly? Or, like... It seems very It seems like
This
pre-rehearsed.
was
No, that was off the cuff for me.
Yeah,
at
that
least.
was heartfelt.
That's impressive.
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt for sure.
So the mayor expresses concern that false
Because
information.
at that point it's like near the heart, so it's like
I recently did see a video of a sub coming up through the ice, though, so it kind of had me
Okay.
thinking about that.
okay.
So the mayor is like pissed about this, but because I mean he's kind of a bitch.
Obviously.
What town is this?
Louisiana, you said?
It's like
Hanrahan.
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 How big of a town is it? Like 20 people?
I mean, that's Louisiana.
Like
I
500 alligators?
I've
50
never heard
people?
of this town, and I mean, this is my neck of the woods. I don't know what part of Louisiana it is.
The shitty part.
But here's
All of
so
it.
so here's their warning that they posted on Facebook. If you've recently purchased meth in any area of Louisiana, it may be contaminated with the Zika virus. The force told residents, please bring all of it to your local police department and they will test it for free.
Oh, wow. That's real clever.
Yeah, it was really lazy. I mean, police departments have been doing this type of shit a lot in like the recent years on Facebook, shit like that.
Someone should just like put like a 0.1 of meth in there and just tape it to a brick and just throw it through the window. It's like, test this.
Or they should infect it with Zika and
Fucking
throw it
assholes.
through the one. No, I'm not saying they should do that.
Or just throw a brick through the window.
Yeah.
Test
They're
this.
inspired by Home Alone 2. There's like a brick with...
Oh, and they have like, yeah, they like grease the fucking stoop of the police department. No, the police, Blue Lives Matter.
We're the sticky bandits.
If you notice in that movie, like
They're the wet bandits.
Oh, sorry.
Macaulay Culkin, like he didn't commit any crimes or anything. Like he knew how to work a phone. He could have called the
Well, he did
police.
steal from that one place.
Well, like whatever. It's Chicago. Everyone stole from that one place. But yeah, like he could have gone to the police at like any time.
What are they gonna do?
They didn't have cell phones. So I think he would have to have. He didn't have any money for a payphone.
Yeah.
He was
He had cash.
He was staying in hotels and he was at his parents'
Oh,
house.
that's
like,
right.
Well, we do know that the real crime was happening behind the scenes when his dad was like mercilessly beating him. But that's a whole nother, you know.
But either way, like
That's neither here nor there.
that makes it less Christmassy.
either way, he could have gone to the police, but
So instead
He didn't want to.
of like facing that problem, let's just push it.
well,
Yeah, that you can't. I will say this for sure: you can't like be in a Christmassy mood and see a bruised Macaulay Culkin like limping his way across the screen, you know, on Home Alone. It just doesn't set
Yeah.
the tone, you know.
You're fired, man.
But like he could have called the cops and had them deal with it, but like he took matter in his own hands. He didn't want the cops involved. He wanted to do it.
Yeah, he wanted to do. Or you're making him like a fucking sick, you know, vindictive, like, yeah.
He wanted,
He wanted to eat them with a bottle of Chianti.
They drew first blood.
Oh my god. unfortunately, okay, so back to our story. Unfortunately, nobody, even the meth heads, none of them fell for it. Nobody like came and turned their Zika in. Honestly, meth heads probably don't know what the fuck Zika virus is.
Probably
for the
not.
most part.
They're like, can we smoke it?
And anyone who knows how diseases work, such as like Zika viruses through like blood transmission, would be like, well, it can't survive in meth. It doesn't it's not a virus that feeds off meth, unlike humans.
Well, this article does have a one-off sentence that says, "It is not believed that the virus can infect methamphetamine." So I'm glad the writer included that.
To make the conflict even more stupid.
Yeah.
I mean,
however, the town's outgoing mayor, Tina Michelli, I don't fucking know.
wait, the mayor's name is what?
Tina Michelli?
Tina's a fucking term for meth.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's so good!
Is this article fake?
No, it's real. It's real.
Fake
I
news
promise you, it's real. Criticized the Facebook post saying, "I am concerned about the information that is disseminated in the community and our surrounding communities and how they are getting their information. I don't want residents afraid without having information." So she's, I guess, worried about the meth heads.
I don't want my meth heads freaking out, man. That's
my base,
You don't want them. You don't vote for Tina, bitches.
Miss Maselli's replacement, Tim Boudier, said he found the post funny. And see, you guys are laughing at it, but I'm just like losing any names.
That's like a fucking Noon Times Herald posted this like a few years ago. Apparently, some meth head, like the meth dealer, was cutting meth with bath salts.
As you do.
Which, like, even the junkies were like, "This motherfucker is just dangerous, man. Like, he's cutting bath salts with meth. Like,
yeah.
We're just trying to fucking
have a bad time.
We're just trying to tweak and fucking work for 24 hours straight at a fucking minimum wage job, Like, we got ends to meet. We got meth to buy. This guy's over here keep sending people to the fucking hospital, starting cannibalistic riots.
I'll never forget. I think it was one of the last Facebook posts that I really read before I deactivated. Was this girl going off about like this local news story? She's like, "Man, I should sue them. I didn't break the law that time." Like going off on the fucking and she's obviously local. She's on my friends list, and I'm just like, I don't think I can do this anymore.
I'm in danger.
That's trade slander. And I'm like, you work at like fucking like McDonald's, dude. Like, no offense to McDonald's worker, but I think you could trade slander McDonald's. It's just McDonald's. It's whatever.
Is that the end of your article?
Fuck yeah, it is, man. That's an awesome article.
Well, then it's time for real news, fake news.
Alright, here we go.
Alright.
So this is in the wave. I guess this doesn't apply now because of the new ruling that you can't take. I bet you're loving this. You can't take emotional support animals onto planes anymore.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh really?
Yeah, you can't. But before
I didn't even know that.
Before that ruling, well, like you can still take them into other places, and this is
So do PTSD people? They can't do it now either.
I don't know.
You can have service animals.
Oh, okay. So, but it's pretty easy to get.
I had a dog on my plane the other day.
But it's pretty easy to get. But
if you need like a fucking full-size German Shepherd to fly with you because you have fucking anxiety, you can go fuck yourself. Take a Xanax like all of America does.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I think it's gotta be like if a person's like blind, they have a dog. Okay, yeah, but like yeah, they're doing away with like the emotional support because you can go to any psychiatrist or doctor like, okay, I want this dog to travel with me. I don't have any problems. Okay, here's my seal of approval.
And not only that, they have it with certain inanimate objects too. You can kind of get it like you need it, like a crutch.
I need
like
my Colt 45.
They were getting there was like an emotional support chicken at one point.
Well, see,
nice.
Here we go. This is what this man's doing.
Fucking hate chickens.
This man is trying to register his Glock 19 handgun.
Yes, that's where I was hoping this was going.
He needs it as an emotional support gun.
Yes.
The whole thing about emotional support
this article
is that you get anxious. Like
you already used this.
Wait, when you get anxious,
he posted it on his social media.
Damn it, Cody.
When you get anxious, or like when you need an emotional support animal, it's like for like anxiety, from trauma, PTSD, whatever other pussy made up bullshit
Did you say Trump PTSD?
I said trauma, PTSD.
Oh.
Trump. Same.
But either way, whatever pussy bullshit you fucking lie about, you know, and this object calms your nerves. It makes you feel safe. A gun fits those fucking qualifications like to a T. That's kind of what they're for, you know, like to make you feel safe.
He's got to do a desk pop when
They
he's
might,
going down.
they might not make everyone around you feel safe, but they make you feel fucking safe.
Everybody else, you know what? And because the other people don't feel safe on the plane anymore, they also need emotional support.
Mimosa supports?
Oh my god, a mimosa support.
Mimosa.
Flight attendant, please bring me my mimosa support.
Flight attendant, I need my fucking mimosas right now. Right fucking now. I'm shooting out this window.
Emotional support. Dude, right on.
Oh my god.
And yes, he's fighting the good fight right now to get this to fly. Is it real? Or is it fake?
This is such a waste of time and money to do, but I'm sure it's real. And Reed has already read this apparently, so
I'm gonna say it's but there's two parts to it. I mean, like the emotional support thing is real, but his part, I think this is real.
yeah, it sounds super real.
That's totally. I feel like someone would obviously fight. I guess some Texan or some like Southerner would definitely fight for this.
Or just a fucking asshole, dude, just to have a fun time. Who has like too
why
much
I would-
time and money on his hands.
If I was gonna do it, that's why I would do it. But
Yeah.
I was about to ask what Cody thought, but I was like, oh wait, he knows the answer.
but unfortunately, this story is fake.
God damn, really?
Wow.
Yes, this is a fake story.
Well, I think I know what I'm doing for the new year.
Right? Get an emotional support gun.
Jesus.
What if it's not
Christ.
loaded? I mean, that's fine.
Oh.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I mean, honestly, like, this is a fake.
Doesn't make you feel.
This is
yeah,
a fake
safer.
story, but I feel like it has weight to it.
It has wings, you know.
Yeah, like it definitely has some weight to it. Like, you know, like that is. But I mean, I guess it's the same thing. But instead of going to a psychiatrist, you just go to the courthouse to get like a concealed carry permit.
I'm just imagining like.
But I need it on the plane. That's where I really need it. Or they need just gun rentals that, like, you know, like right past the duty-free shop is the gun rental place.
Oh my.
So it's like, all right, the plane's landed. I'm out of the airport mostly.
Give it some shitty name.
Can I rent the AR-15 while I'm in downtown Detroit?
I was there the other day.
And you would have loved to have had a gun, probably.
Yeah, probably.
for a completely different reason, but I mean.
Hey, you know, like in Pokemon, you had escape rope. In real life, you have escape bullet. You know.
No, you have escape rope in real life as well. that's a whole nother thing. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, that would have been such a dark twist. There's probably a creepypasta about the escape rope. I'm just imagining like this chicken, the person with the emotional support chicken, and then we got the emotional support.
Emotional pork.
Emotional.
Then we got pork chops. Like,
The emotional support fox.
The emotional support chicken and the emotional support gun, and they just look. The owners look at each other. We just look silly.
they're married.
Or they just get in a fight with each other, and it's just like, well,
Dang it, Martha! Shut that thing up.
my emotional support gun's better than your emotional support chicken, and I'll prove it. Boom, shoot the chicken.
And boom goes the chicken.
I mean, dude, I think you still love video games. This sounds horrible to anybody. This is a controversial bit, but I can't, just old video games where you shoot a chicken and it just explodes into a flurry of feathers and nothing else. That's it. There's nothing left of it.
That's kind of what happens.
I've raised chickens and
Depends on what you shoot them with. But
Yeah.
There's gonna be some feathering.
I just remember in did you ever play Spy?
And then the blood is tar.
Oh my God.
And the back wall is whoever you're tar and feathering.
I think in some states they let you choose your death penalty, and I think tar and feathering could be kind of cool to bring back.
You just get
Well, how does that work?
scalded to death
Maybe.
with hot tar, and then
Yeah.
choked out with feathers.
I mean, maybe if you're into the hot wax thing.
That sounds like the most brutal way to die ever.
Anyway, this has been a night to remember that we will forget.
Just like the
next week.
Titanic, getting forgotten as we speak as it deteriorates.
So, like the Titanic, we hope that we will deteriorate into your sweet memories forever.
In the arms of an angel.
I'm Reed. This is Braden. This is Cody. If you don't save this podcast, we'll all get put down.
I think that's wait, Celine Dion did Titanic. Fuck. All right, fuck it.
It was Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guys,
Sarah McLachlan. Anyway, good night, guys.
McLachlan. Catch you later.
Bye.